Right. Good evening. Welcome to Ubuntu channel, and it's a new month where we are continue bringing to you Ubuntu Sports. If you joined us earlier this week, we had actually hosted Mr. Augustine Mukoka, who always talks about issues concerning Zambian football, and we've heard a lot of things because last week was a busy week in terms of Zambian football. We heard of the arrest of the first president or first officials. That were arrested by DEC for a lot of issues that were outlined in that statement by DEC. We saw the cancellation of the AGM that was supposed to be hosted by FAZ, but because of two people, that is Mr. Mavuto Piri and also Mr. Damiano Mutale, who got an injunction and forced the AGM to be cancelled. And up to now, we still wait for the roadmap when we have the AGM. So if you are joining us, welcome to Ubuntu Sports. And I'm being joined by Mr. Abia. Mr. Abia, good evening. Welcome to Ubuntu Sports in the month of May.
Thank you so much, Ruben. Yes, in the month of May. Good evening to the viewers. This is Friday, Ubuntu Sports. We are here to discuss a lot of football sports issues. Please be with us.
Of course, we've got a lot of things to talk about, but let me start with your team, Chipata United. We saw them fighting in the National League, and they ran away from the relegation zone. They're now in the middle table, but then the issues that we keep on hearing, issues of finances. How is it going now, Mr. Abia? There.
Uh, the thing is, the team Sparta United is doing well in terms of getting results right now. They are on position number 10, just 4 points away from relegation zone. That means a lot of fight is still needed to the team to survive the relegation. In terms of financing, yes, it has been a challenge for Sparta United since they joined National League. As you know, this National League is not easy to run National League. Um, in the National League, Ruben, you spend 80,000 just at home when you are a hosting team playing for another team. You just spend 8,000 just to pay match officials. So it's a lot of money.
It's a lot
Where
of money, yeah. Before you even
yes,
pay the security people, before you pay your players, the technical bench, and all that stuff, just 8,000 just to pay the referees. That's a huge amount of money.
yes, indeed. So when it comes to the security that we have mentioned, it's a lot of money also because right now in the first games, you need about a maximum of 10 to 15 police officers uh, so that the pitch can be in a total security. So a security concern is also a money that also goes there. When the team plays a game, players need some allowances, to motivate them.
Yeah.
So it's also need money. Then the technical bench also they also need some funds. And when you're at home, yes, it's easy because you need water during game time. So that water is also a source of money that also is that need to be paid. And when the team is away, they need to pay for lodging, food stuff, water, and all sort of things. So it's not easy to run a football club in a national league or in the Premier League. But I'm just talking of a national league because we are in the national league. So the team right now, from the beginning of the league, national league until now, there is no sponsorship. So they just rely on the when they have a home game, they just rely money from the gate takings from those fans who are entering the pitch to watch the game. So when you have a fewer number of supporters going the pitch, that means it's a big trouble for the team. So this team also has been finding it difficult because these executive people who are running these executive as Sparta United, some of them they are selfish because they get most of those cash. Uh, I'm talking about getting takings. They take it into their own pocket, Ruben. Though there is no uh, evidence to point at or to show at, but this is what is going on. Rumors are there. Some of them they have even left the club for other people to run. You know, we had coach Esau Zulu right now is not in the team, but is still part of the team as a technical director, so to say.
Yeah.
So
So
it has been
who is the new
difficult,
coach
Ruben.
now? Who is the new coach now? Because yeah, there was that issue with Mr. Esau. At some point, he was fired. Then we heard there was that meeting that you should be brought in a different position, which is a technical director. But now, who is he standing as head coach now? And is he just acting or is he a permanent coach?
Right now, Ruben is a permanent coach, but I have forgotten the name because these names, other names are difficult to pronounce. But all in all, is that we have a new coach and he's a permanent coach. But a team without sponsorship, Ruben, there is no written document to say he has signed maybe 1 or 2 years contract. There is no contract, Ruben. So
Yeah.
this is what I can say right now, but we have a permanent coach.
But then when it comes to the people that come to watch the game, how is the stadium? Is it always full when they're playing at home, or how is the situation really when it comes to the support? Have they created that fan base in Eastern Province? Because this is the only team that is playing in the National League.
Yes, fan base is there, especially when you go in the pitch, you find that the grandstand there, there's been always full. But the only problem is the opening wing. Yeah, it's though it's cheaper, but people are not coming in numbers to go there because some fans, Ruben, they stop going to the pitch to watch Sparta United because those selfish individuals who are taking those get takings into
Yeah,
their own pocket because a soccer fan, Ruben, is a very very important key aspect in terms of football.
yeah,
Once you are seeing something wrong, they say, I'm taking this money to help the club, and then I'm also helping someone who is also better, who is also doing better in terms of cash. So what's the point? It's better not to go there just to listen for there is some updates that are coming from the Facebook page in terms of results for Sparta United and these other bloggers. So some soccer fans they stopped going to watch Sparta United just because of those selfish individuals. They say when executive start malfunction, then we'll come to the pitch and aid the team. So this is the problem that is going on, Ruben. But we are trying to convince this in on behalf of the team because we have a passion for football. But we'll see what will take us through because we have told the management of Sparta United that this year, staying in the National League, if the team survives, is a great lesson for you guys to pull up your socks in the next year. Because learning football or learning a club in the National League is not easy. So
yeah,
this should be a lesson to everyone who wants to join National League. Right now, Ruben, I can confirm to you, Katete Rangers are the champions of Eastern Province Division 2, and they're coming to playoff in Lusaka. So we are also urging Katete Rangers
yeah.
to work extra hard in terms of financing if the
But
team is to qualify to go to the National League.
uh, just correct me if I'm wrong. This is not the first time that we're seeing the Rangers coming for the playoffs. I remember some. Is it the before Chipata United? We had the Rangers who came for this. Then for them it didn't go well. Uh, with now you're saying it's confirmed they're the ones who are the champions of Eastern Province. They're coming for these playoffs. How ready are they now this time? Oh, has the team changed of some sort now that when they come for these playoffs, because they're very competitive playoffs, so a team needs to be strong. And before we even talk of them getting the finances, preparing for the finances for National League. But first, they need to start preparing for the National League, for the playoffs, sorry, rather.
Yes, they need to start preparing for playoffs because right now, um, Ruben, what I can say is that the Cathedral Rangers right now they are not in that full gear to say they are prepared. They have not even started yet. So we are urging them to work extra hard in terms of striking. They have a problem
Yeah.
in striking. They have also a problem in defense. You know, so they have been beaten by teams that we don't expect them to lose the game. So
Are
we
they the
told
one
them
that represented the Eastern Province in the ABSA Cup?
yes that they lost that game to Chirundu border by three
Chundu
goals to
United.
nil.
Yeah,
Yes, they
because
lost it
my
3 goals to
worry,
nil. Yes.
yeah, I remember that one because my worry is now uh, playoffs. They might meet the same teams like Chirundu United, because Chirundu United, the pace that they are moving as at now, I think they might get the Lusaka league, that they're still topping the league, and with some is it one or two game in hand, because of the time the league was going, they were participating in the ABSA Cup, so they missed some of the games. This really, it's scary when you when you look at how they performed in the ABSA Cup, because they were knocked out by one of the provincial teams who potentially they can meet in the playoffs.
Yes, that's our worry. We were talking to them that 3-0 margin was a big one. You can't
Yeah,
lose 3-0 to your fellow team that are playing provincial league. Then you go there and lose 3-0. It's like a walkover. So you need to pull up your socks in order to put up a fight so that Eastern Province can have two representatives in the National League where some cost of traveling may be cut to
sure.
one the other. So we are urging Cathedral Rangers to work extra hard, Ruben, in terms of playoff because when you go to playoff, it's a different ball game like you are playing in the provincial league because you are playing champions against champions. So you need to prepare very, very well and very hard in order to contain that. Chipata United last year, they prepared very well but they only fell short in terms of goal aggregate, Ruben. They didn't lose a game. They won 2 games and draw 2. So they fell short only goal difference. So we urge them that National League, for you to go to the playoff, you need to sharpen your striking because goals by the end of the day will be counted and they can give you a chance to qualify. But once you lose some, then you win some by a small margin, then you can't qualify. So Sparta United is a very good example to Cicada Rangers.
Yeah, we hope for the best for these two teams that are coming from the Eastern Province. We hope Chipata United stays in the National League, and also Katete Rangers, so that they can pull through in the playoffs and also join Chipata United in the National League, because oof, it's we need the coverage of all the provinces to be participating in the National League and also in the Zambian Super League. So hope next season Chipata United might go all the way and qualify, come into the Zambian Super League, so you can be watching this Zambian Super League, watching DK Stadium in the Eastern Province live on the Super Sport and all that. So we hope for the best for the teams in Chipata United. Though Abia have not updated me of how far my Chadiza United is performing. I know that other season you were laughing at us that we were almost getting relegated, but then we survived, and this season we're not that bad. I checked the log table a week ago. When we're in the top 10.
Yeah, this year you are doing you are doing well. You are not fighting relegation, Ruben.
Yeah,
When you go to Chadiza, in Chivemba they say Mkesena Mulia. So that's what they say. Uh, Come here whilst you are eating. That's when you go into the pitch to play Chadiza United. So this time around, even the Katari Rangers, when they go to Chadiza, they labored Ruben. They labored at Chadiza United. So Chadiza United are doing well in terms of home games. They only fell short when they go away. So You are in a good position, Ruben.
Yeah, we'll just strengthen some few departments next season. Otherwise, we are the ones coming to play ABSA Cup, and also we're coming to play the playoffs. Watch out,
that
Mr. Ab.
that can be a waste of because there is Mikalire here. If Katari Rangers are to qualify, then you have to deal with Mikarire and the Mena Golden Stars and these are from Malambo United.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to some big games that are happening tomorrow. We have got the ABSA Cup taking place. That is the semi-finals are taking place in Kitwe on the Copper Belt province, and it will be hosted in the current champions of the Zambian Super League, that is Power Dynamos, who are knocked out by Muza, and now they'll be hosting and watching in the terraces because uh, the teams that have qualified, it's only Red Arrows who are just waiting for a point for them to be crowned the Men Super League champions. And we also have Nchanga Rangers who are also on the verge of qualifying to the Zambian Super League next season. And the other semi-final will see Kawe Warriors playing Muza. So four teams that are remaining in the ABSA Cup. But then let's start with the first game, Mr. Abia. Nchanga Rangers host very hot Red Arrows.
It will be a game to watch, Ruben, because you can't underrate Nchanga Rangers. These are brave Nchanga Rangers. You know, this is a team that played the Premier League before. They know who is Red Arrows. They know the players that are playing. For them to knock out Zesco United, it wasn't easy. So when it comes to ABSA Cup, this is the team to watch. And I'm urging Red Arrows not to underrate Nchanga Rangers. These guys are brave when it comes to scoring goals. And when it comes to holding a big team, they are good. And that's why they called a brave Nchanga Rangers. So this is the game to watch, Ruben. I think I pray that it will be on the Sport so that I can watch them. If not,
Yeah, yeah.
then we are on the radio. Yeah,
No, all the games will be live on SuperSport actually. So both the semifinals will be on SuperSport live.
that's good. Then you watch them. So I think it will be a game, Ruben. 90 minutes will tell. I can't even predict some results here.
Let's look at Nchanga Rangers. Nchanga Rangers, the last two games, that was in the round of 16 and also in the quarterfinals, drew in both games and went on to win it in the penalties. Remember that the first that in the round of 16 they played that team from Southern Province, River Plate. They drew, went on to win it in the penalties. They did the same against Zesco United. Can they manage to hold on Red Arrows? Because Red Arrows also in the scoring form in their last uh, 7 games, they've been scoring. They've not a team that is shy in terms of goals. So can they manage to hold Red Arrows or just pull them to go to the penalties and maybe Changa Rangers can go on and qualify to the finals?
Yes, they can, Ruben. That's the direct answer because, when Nchanga Rangers are playing a big team, they also prepare hard. So they know the tactical that they can use. That coach is very intelligent, when it comes to big teams. They can hold those big teams. And Red Arrows should be very careful because when Nchanga Rangers score first, hey, mind you, it can be end 1-0 or 1-1. Because why I'm saying 1-1 because the Red Arrows are also a good striking players that they can penetrate the defense and score goals like no man is business. But we are talking of Nchanga Rangers here that has been holding them some big teams and they use tactical challenges in order to win it in the penalty shootout because that goalkeeper of Nchanga Rangers is good at saving penalties because he's
Yeah.
tall, and he also
Victor Chow.
you yes,
Victor Chow.
yeah, yes, that Victor Chow, yes. So they have to be scared of that goalkeeper. So in Changa Ranger, I think Red Arrows for them to win. they have to win it within 90 minutes. If they go to penalties, it's everyone ball. It's everyone ball. It can go either way. But Brave Mchanga have shown they have experience. With Liver Plate now, Desco United now, Ledaros, they know that we have passed through this. So let's put up our socks, guys, so that we can win the game. So they have to be very careful, Ledaros, if they have to go to the final.
Talking of Victor Chavo, look at his performance. He's someone who's been saving goals and also he looks good. People have been calling that maybe should be included into the national team. What's your take on that?
It's too early to call him for national duties because he has been playing in the National League. He's a second tier to the Premier League. I think we need to give him time because I saw him when we were playing with them with the Sparta United here at DK. He has some weaknesses, Ruben. He has some weaknesses that he needs to work on if he are to go to the national duties. So I think it's too early to call him for national duty. If he's still that 19 or 20, then we can go to under 23 or under 20.
But
But for
people have
national
been
duties,
saying, but people have been comparing him with the likes of Francis Mwansa. Francis Mwansa, we've already debated on him on this program. He's not even the starting lineup for Green Buffaloes. He's always a substitute. He's always on the bench, but he's called to the national team. When you compare them with Victor Chab, who always plays for the Nchanga Rangers, like week in, week out, don't you think is much better for him to suit to feature in the national team than Francis Mwansa?
no, Ruben. We shouldn't be in a rush. When we rush into something, that's why we scramble sometimes. So I think for Victor Chow, we need to give him time. Yes, he can play in that role, but not that much. So I think he needs some time. Let him come to the Premier League. Let him face Zesco United twice. Let him face the Power Dynamos. Let him face with these small teams. Then, by the end of the first season in the Premier League, you can grade that goalkeeper that to say this is the goalkeeper that we need. Yes, Francis has been benched at the club and he has been called in the national duties. But sometimes these other systems they use it to prepare that player. In case of emergency, we can call that player. So Francis Mansa, they find it good to say, well, let's try Francis Mansa. But Francis Mansa, when you compare him to Victor Chow, yeah, for the look of things, because Victor Chow he has been playing and Francis has not been playing. But if Francis has to play at the club, you can see now the value of Francis Mwansa at the goalpost. So right now, I'm not on the view of calling Victor Chow at national duty. No, it's too early. Let's give him time. He's still young, but he can do better in future.
All right, so let's move on to the second game. For me, this is one of the cracker. I think it will be one of the good game to watch. Kawe Warriors, being coached by Mr. Numba Mamba, will be crowned as a team at home. They'll be playing against Muza. Big game. Both teams playing in the Super League, and yes, Muza is on top in terms of the league table, and Kawe Warriors is also in the top six. But when you look at the form, quite similar. And this is all of them. I want to get this trophy because the league has almost gone to Red Arrows. At this point, we can just say it has gone to Red Arrows, but Red Arrows just need a draw. How do you look at Kawe Warriors and versus Muza in the ABSA Cup semi-final number 2?
Yeah, it will be an interesting encounter. When you go to Master United of Zambia, SFC Muza, it's not a small team. It's a big team, Ruben. This is a team that plays CAF Confederation Cup last year. Is it this year? Yeah. They played the CAF Confederation Cup, and they're also chasing for that position to go to position number 2. So if Zesco United can go and sweep, FC Muza will take it up. So this is a game to watch. And the Kawi Warriors also, it's not a small team, it's also a big team. Um, Last year, Ruben, this FC Muza was playing games like no man is business, but they fell short to not to Forest Rangers. Uh, you know what happens, Ruben. So when it comes to ABSA Cup,
Yeah.
we are talking about 700 or plus thousand of money here. So everyone, all eyes is on that cash. So it's everyone is ball. Whoever who plays, who is going to prepare very well will win the game. So I think tomorrow it will be an interesting encounter. Number Mamba is a very good experienced coach who likes Eastern Province so much. I think one day we have to give him a Premier League club here so that he can come and coach. He's a good
Chadiza
player and
United, of course.
he's a good fan of
Chadiza
Eastern
United.
Province, Ruben. Giving him Sparta United is very early because
No,
Sparta United is
Chadiza.
still in
I'm
the
I'm
national
saying
league.
I'm saying Chadiza United because we need to come
Ah,
to the national league.
okay. We'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, I think we need to give him a Premier League club for him to enjoy. So I think Kika Warriors, they're also a good side, Ruben. Um, this is the same Kika Warriors who were also coached by George Rwandamina, also the experienced coach. Now experienced also coach for this Numba Mamba who was the coach for Zanaco and Zesco, now Kika Warriors. So I think yeah, this is what we say umwa umekukosa in in each member. Yeah, so they have to show in the pitch that they are the best. Otherwise, this is a game to watch also. So
Yeah.
this year is semi-finals. Ruben, they're not easy games. It's a strong games, very interesting to watch. And that is why I'm very humbled to see that they will be shown in the super sport so that people in the southern region they can see what we have in Zambia. That's all
Yeah.
what I can
Yeah.
say, Ruben.
Yeah. Great. Of course, these are big games, and may the best team win. Can Red Arrows go and win the ABSA Cup and also win the Zambian Super League? We'll have to wait and see. Already, it's confirmed because even if they stop playing the Super League, I doubt if there's a team that can catch them in terms of goal difference where they are, because only Zanaco can match them in terms of points. But then when you look at the goal difference size, it's quite huge. So for the league, we might even say Red Arrows had gotten that one, but we'll wait to see. Anything is possible in football. Can they go on and win also the ABSA Cup to make it double? We'll wait to see because they have to face bypass Nchanga Rangers, the brave Nchanga Rangers, as Mr. Abi has described them, and this a team that has got experience in terms of playing Super League, but in the National League, but they've shown us what they're capable to do because they've eliminated Zesco on the way to reach the semi-finals. All right, Mr. Abia, we need to move on, and we've got a lot of things to discuss. And one thing that we need to discuss is about the relegations. On just wait for Mr. Abe to rejoin the discussion just for some few minutes. Okay, Mr. Abe, you are back. So let's talk about the relegation zone. Let's start with Mufulia Wanderers. Mufulia Wanderers, from that time when people praised them of playing a good game against Zanaco, giving us 45 passes in the first 45 minutes and scoring and winning 5-0. They've gone for 6 games without a win, and now they're fighting in the relegation zone. What has gone wrong with Mufulira Wanderers? Sorry, Mr. Abi, I can't hear you. Your mic is still closed.
All right. Can you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I think we are we are discussing about Florida
The
Wanderers, isn't it?
yes, I was talking about Mufre Wanderers. Remember, this is a team we praised Mufre Wanderers here on this program, all of us, when they played against Zanaco. They're
Yes.
playing that passing game, the 45 passes and scoring and winning Zanaco by 5 goals to nil. But since that game, they've gone on 5 games, 6 games now without a win. So I was asking, what has gone wrong with that Mufre Wanderers team? And they're now fighting for relegation zone.
Yeah, I think consistency is the problem. Uh, they are not consistent in terms of playing good games and get results. That has been a problem for Florida Wanderers. But when you go to history, Ruben, this is a team that has been playing Premier League and playing National League. So this is a team that has that history. So I think if they can continue with that, they can go back to the National League and they can also come back next season to play Premier League. But as for me, as a soccer analyst who love Florida Wanderers, I cannot see the. I cannot see. I wouldn't want them to see get relegated because this is a team that plays very good football, and
Yeah.
when they are playing Ruben, it's a very interesting team to watch. I don't know what has happened to them, but I only see consistency there. They're not consistent in terms of getting results. So if they can pull up their socks, yeah, we need to see them at Shinde Stadium, Ruben. You know, when commentators they are commenting football against
Yeah.
Umbrella Wanderers and they're playing at Shinde Stadium, you know, you feel that you can read him, Ruben, to say that no, I'm hearing about Umbrella Wanderers. So to see
Yeah.
them playing National League, it cannot be a good thing. We need to see them in the Premier League, Ruben. Let's hope they'll survive relegation.
So the other teams that are in relegation, there's Kansanshi, Prison Leopards, Trident. Uh, any magic that can happen on these three just for them to survive? Do you see them surviving? Kansanshi and Trident actually they're playing tomorrow, and for them to survive, they have to win all the games.
Ruben, if FIFAs are late to announce that Trident are relegated, I can confirm here that they are relegated.
There's still mathematics. If they win all the games and hoping that Concordia Blades keeps on losing, uh, the likes of Green Buffaloes continue losing. They have to win the next 5 games, five, and then
that
hope and pray that the teams above them they keep on losing.
Ruben, that is a hope from hopeless. You know, a team like Concola Blades, you know, look at the position where they are. They've been winning games.
Yeah,
They've been getting a draw. But look at Trident. They've not been winning games. The only the best result for them in the last 4 games has been a draw. So how can you expect a team to pull out in the relegation zone with such results? Let's count how many wins they have since the league started. It's very few. If I'm not mistaken, it's only 3 or 2 wins. If I'm not mistaken, if I, because I've been following them, you see. So very few
yeah.
games that they have won.
So that's about the 3 wins. Yeah, 3 wins.
3 wins, you see. So now out of in the first half, it's about 17 games. You see, first half of the season, you have to play 17 games. Now 17 games. Now it's going about maybe 26 or 30
They've
games
played.
right now.
They've went. Yeah, they've played 29 games.
You see, now about 29, you have three
Yep.
wins, 26 loss. Maybe on that 26, there is also draws. You have some
Yeah,
losses.
draws. Yeah,
So,
there's a
yes,
lot of draws that have pushed them to about 21 points. So if you do calculations, because they're remaining with 5 games, if they win, that will take them to the maximum that they can go is about 36, and that's why Green Buffaloes who is number 13. So you have to pray that Green Buffaloes, Concola Blades, Mufulira Wanderers, Kanshanshi, Prisons, they stop winning.
That is a difficult one, Ruben. So that's why I'm saying first they are late to announce that Trident are relegated because they are waiting for those sleepovers from other teams to be confirmed. But for me here on Ubuntu channel, I can confirm Trident are relegated. Prison Leopards, they have
Yeah.
to fight for their own because they don't belong to National League. There are the teams that belong to the National League, but Prisons is not one of them. So if they are not going to pull up their socks and fight hard, fight for results, yeah, they will be relegated, and that would be so shameless to see them going to the National League.
Uh,
Which other
Also,
other teams is
Kansanshi. This is a team that had signed the big strikers that signed JJ Were, that signed the likes of Sate Kambamba, and also this boy from Napsa Stars, uh, signed all these players. But then this team never didn't click, and all of a sudden, in January transfer, they released Sate, they released Jesse Jackson Were, and then boom, fighting relegation zone. I don't know what has happened. Even when they're the likes of Jackson, Jesse Were, the likes of Sate, they are still struggling to win games.
Ruben, it's not easy to have big names in the club. It's not easy because you need to pay them. Those big names, they also get big cash. So I think for the team to see that we need to release these players, they have seen that their pocket is not matching with the results that they are getting. That is my views, Ruben. But they have their own reasons for letting them go. But for them to fight relegation, I also see them very difficult to fight relegation. I think this is the second team that I can confirm that they are relegated, Ruben. Though there are still some games, but this is the second team that I can announce here before fans to say that this team
Yeah.
has been relegated. But I can
So
announce
so
here that
so, so for you have confirmed two teams, Trident and also Kansanshi Dynamos. Okay, so
yes.
let's move on. Because tomorrow we only have one game in the Zambia Super League because of the ABSA Cup, so we only have one game, and this is a game in hand, and it involves Trident. They'll be at home in Solwezi at that Independence Stadium. They renovated Independence Stadium, as we were told by FAS, confirmed by the National Construction Council. They'll be hosting Nkwazi, and then, like we've said, they need to win all the games. If they fail to win tomorrow, then they're relegated. Do you think Trident can do a miracle, get 3 points, and win against Nkwazi?
I don't think so because Nkwazi, just hear the name Nkwazi. We are talking about the ego here. These are policemen, Ruben.
Yeah.
When they hear some cases, they follow you and they run fast like an eagle so that they can catch you. So I think it not be easy for Trident tomorrow. The only best result that they can get tomorrow if they are very comfortable and very geared for the game and very prepared, I think is a draw for them. A draw can be a best result for them, but 75% or 78% is a losing match for Trident.
But then a draw will make them being confirmed that they're relegated. What you earlier said that you had declared them relegated, but a draw would that then no calculator, whether use the Casio, whatever calculator that you have, it means that they're relegated. All they need as at now are 3 points.
That's why, Ruben, I'm saying I have confirmed here that Trident are relegated. So I don't want to run away from my words.
Yeah.
So a draw will be a comfortable result for them. No win tomorrow.
Yeah. So
There's
the,
no
the big question
miracles.
is, yes, So for the big question is, you are confirming that tomorrow Trident is going to be confirmed in their own backyard in Solwezi.
Yes, they can tomorrow. They can be confirmed that they are relegated. If not in the next match, but tomorrow they will be confirmed. There is no doubt about it.
All right. Just before we go, let's talk about two of the players that were sold to America. The most expensive player in terms of women's football, and also the second most expensive. That is Barbara Banda and also Rachel Kundananji. I'm sure you're following what is happening there. You've seen them scoring goals. Your word over these two?
Ruben, they are doing fine. They are doing fine. You know, these are the players that have just been signed from their various clubs. And for Babla Banda, who is also a captain for Shipolo Polo, for scoring that brace, they are putting the flag here high, Ruben. Uh, I think right now, Ruben, Zambia is on the map. Zambia is on the map. USA, they know that they can't Zambia because of these two. When they score, especially Kundananji, when they score, they know that there is Zambia. Always, when these two score, they know that there is a country, Zambia. So they are representing us very well. I'm just urging them to continue. As I know them, this is Ruben, the superstars. When they face you at goal, the goalkeeper, I don't know what the goalkeeper thinks about, you know, but they only dive in the name of saying, "This is my work. I need to dive." Because
Just make some effort.
Kundananji,
Just make some effort.
yes, maybe you can find the ball for Kundananji, but when Kundananji strike, I think the results are the goal. They're doing well. They just need to continue to save their clubs, Ruben. I think, but right now we have a good representative in the Zambia Super League. I wish this to be extended to other players like Grace Chanda and the Lushomo Mwemba, Aileen Lungu, and these other team who have gotten international duties like playing in the other clubs in Europe. So I wish them to copy from the style of these two players. They are giving us a very good example. So let's emulate them.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Abia. Just before we go, any closing remarks?
Uh, my concerns is what is happening at first, Ruben. I think I hope for the better that they contain that matter amicably and avoid that possible ban from FIFA. Because our girls, just talking about our girls, Chipolo Polo, they have put in much effort for them to qualify to go to the WAFCON, for them to qualify to go to
The Olympics.
Olympic Games. Yes. So those efforts need to be counted and avoid possible ban. Let's deal with this conflict amicably without breaching laws of CAF and FIFA. Because once FAS is banned, consequences will follow. Zambia will not participate in the WAFCON. Then Zambia will not participate in the uh, Olympic
Olympic
Games.
Games. Yeah.
Yeah, that means also there will be no CAF representation, no CAF Confederation representation if Red Arrows are to win the league. But I know in the next weeks they will be confirmed champions because once they get a draw, they will be champion. So even if they win, they can't go to play CAF Champions League games because of that possible ban. So let's avoid that possible ban. Let's resolve these issues amicably by not breaching out these rules from CAF and FIFA. That's my prayer, Ruben, so that we can see Zambian Super team uh, showing us good resilience. Talking about Chi Polo Polo, they are in the World Cup qualifiers. So if Faz is banned, that means that seat will be given to team will be getting a free point or will be at bay just like the other team in our group. So we don't want that. We love football. We love seeing players playing like Person Daka and the other teams, Kings Kangwa. So we need to see them pull through. If they fail, let them fail on their own. Not no, we didn't qualify because this is what happened at first. So I'm playing fast to resolve those issues amicably. That's my player, Ruben. And thank you to the viewers for being with me. Eastern Province is represented well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. ABS. Eastern Province is well represented, and I didn't want us to go much into the Faz issue because of the court issue that is ongoing. So might be cited for contempt and others. So I didn't want us to go into the nitty-gritties, but you've well summarized it. We hope they sort out the issue very well and find a better solution. Let them come to the table and uh, find a way out, and then withdraw that case. Maybe consent judgment can be drafted, and also all parties signed and agree and taken to the judge, and all is well. And the AGM follows, and next year we're supposed to have the first elections, and then let the best candidate win. For most of the Zambian people, they love football. All they want is seeing the Polo Polos, the Copa Queens playing and competing in these international competitions. And who knows, maybe because I think this is the best golden generation for the women's player, golden generation of the Zambian women team that we have. Let them go and win the WAFCON, and maybe who knows, might go all the way and win the Olympics. But then this is where we end today's editions of Ubuntu Sports. Join us again next week, same time. Otherwise, from us, it's God bless and bye bye.